Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello, everybody.
That's my
What's
intro
up?
voice.
That's a nice intro voice.
Welcome to
Hey,
Trailer
guys.
Talk, where we talk about trailers,
Yeah.
movie trailers, not those RVs. That
Wait, what?
next show.
I was conned.
I was
Yeah,
ready
I know.
to talk about a Winnebago.
Wait,
Rude.
well, okay, we can talk about Winnebagos, but just for a hot second. And
Okay.
the only Winnebago we can talk about is the one inside Spaceballs, because that's the only one that matters.
It's a good one.
Never seen it.
So
What?
good.
What? No. Well, don't don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry to just break your heart. True.
Really? You've
You
never
okay?
seen
It's a
Spaceballs?
great movie.
I-
You gotta see
Damn
it.
it.
Have not.
What is?
Home in the
What?
desert.
Gosh.
I've actually broken
How are
Drew.
you on a show called Trailer Talk and you've never seen? I don't even know why that's a prerequisite. It just should be. Like if there was like a contract that you needed to sign in order to be on a show about movies and trailers, like I feel like the question should be like, have you seen Spaceballs? And if you check the no box, basically, not only are you like,
It's like,
damned
thanks for coming.
eternity, but yeah, you're like, thanks for coming. You're not allowed to be here
Yeah.
anymore.
Thank you for wasting our time. There's the door.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, there's
fair.
PJ.
Are
Hi,
we
PJ.
live?
Hi. Yeah, we
I
live.
was
We're
just
live.
doing stuff. I was doing stuff.
You were doing stuff? Oh my god.
You were playing
Stuff.
with your.
We're busy
Candy
lately.
Crush.
We're
Yeah.
really busy lately. It's so crazy busy.
It is
More has
crazy.
come in, Drew, since this morning. I don't even want to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you. I only want to scare you. I only want
Don't.
to scare you.
If you want to see me
I
break
don't.
out into a sweat and have an
I don't.
anxiety attack,
I don't.
that's a good way to do it.
All right, where are we? Who are we? What are we doing today? What show is this?
This
That's
so
a very
lost.
good question.
this
Planet
is the Pornhub show where
Oh.
we.
Oh, good. Okay, let me get
This
undressed.
is the one. This is the anal episode, by the way.
Ooh.
Hate those.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, PJ.
Good luck.
Do you think that the alien anal probes is something that is made up by a fetish person?
Sure.
Like, why an anal probe if for the aliens?
Like a
why go
closet
there?
homosexual.
I mean, but
Like,
where
why-
else are you going to
why-
test
Why
them?
is that the one? But why you got to go up the person's ass?
I mean, there's only two holes to choose
Go
from.
down this
really.
throat, in the ears, or
But
you
the
go
throat only goes so
eyeballs,
far. If you want to check things at
Why
the
up
bottom
the
end of
ass?
people,
Why
maybe
up
you
the
gotta go.
ass?
Maybe you gotta go there. You know.
I mean-
No, I think the whole theory of anal probes is bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean Jeff Goldblum, like what was not Jeff Goldblum? Who's the doctor that like went right into the turd in Jurassic Park? You know, maybe there's a lot to be found in fecal matter. Apparently.
I mean,
Or
you're
maybe
not wrong.
They want to know our gut flora. and
Yeah,
see if we're
yeah,
eating
exactly.
well.
It's like this guy had mashed taters and corn for dinner. The
Wow.
aliens need to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that though. I just
Yeah,
really-
all right,
like,
well,
if you
anyway,
were to go to
off
another
to,
planet and you found an alien, would you
No,
stick something
no, we're
up
not.
their
We're
ass
not
for the
continuing
first
this.
thing?
Sorry.
Like seriously, would that be the first thing you
We're
would
not-
do if you went to an
we're-
alien planet?
No, we're not talking about anal
Like,
probes.
if you
this
look at
episode.
any
We are
animal and look
not-
at its
no.
asshole besides cats and go, wow, cute asshole.
No, I mean,
I'm
listen.
sorry, okay,
Actually,
I
when I take
digress.
my dog to the doctor, they do stick something in his. It's a thermometer usually. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're
Maybe
taking
that's
his
what it is.
temperature because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know any better. They're like,
No.
Maybe they
We
want to
do-
see
we
if
do
we
it
have
with
any
cattle.
contagions and they want to check our temperature.
So what you're saying
Yeah.
is it makes scientific sense to you do an
makes-
anal probe.
Yeah,
I
kinda,
think
yeah.
so. I'm going with that. I'm going
Yeah.
with its science, and
Okay.
and saying
You
why
know me, I
not.
like science. Anybody seen
If
those?
you- if
Anybody
you
seen
can-
those new images from
If
the
you know
Webb
me, I like
telescope?
science, and therefore he likes anal probes. There's a
Gotta do-
correlation there.
It's
You
just
gotta do what you
sold.
gotta do, right?
Gotta do, you gotta
Yeah.
do what you gotta do,
Yeah.
aliens.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You're right. You're right.
Have at it.
Sold.
All right.
I like if there's an alien that.
It's like
Oh,
the
it's
doctor
like
that snaps the glove.
Science. Ah.
Bend over. You're an
Yeah,
alien.
PJ gets abducted. He's like having a lot. Listen, I'm not sold on this anal thing, and they're like, "Listen, it's science." He's like, "Well, okay, you know me in
Okay,
science.
for
I'm
science.
good. Go for
You gotta do what
go
you
for
gotta
it,
do.
alien guys. Knock yourself out."
I tried that on Marisa. She didn't fall for it.
No.
He was just like, as the anal probe's going, he'd be like, "So what are you finding back there? Like, what are you testing for, huh? Like, is
Yeah.
the temperature good? What's the
You
gut
Anything-
flora
what you
like?"
anything
see,
wrong?
Mr. Alien? You like what you see, Mr. Alien?
Yeah. Oh no, this show has devolved,
Oh,
and
God.
we will.
We started
we
on a
will
weird
never,
tangent.
ever air again. We today though, I don't know how to even segue to
Speaking of
this
weird.
show.
You say that
Speaking of
though,
weird.
Drew, but in the alien world though, right? Our fucking
yeah,
show is
yeah.
hot right now. like in the alien world.
Totally. In the alien world, we're getting anal probed, and this show is crushing it.
Totally.
We are actually going to be talking and watching and reacting and breaking down the trailer for Day Shift. Another Netflix movie, because Netflix movies
Because
are
they do
a dime a
everything
dozen.
now. I read
Yeah.
this interesting article the other day by what was his name? He's a guy from Secession. It was from Cronenberg, and he was talking about how Netflix has just sort of sucked up all the air in the room, but they've also gotten very conservative in the delivery of their, they've become like the old studios that only want certain type of movies made and sold because you can't get the independent film made anymore. And now the theaters will be where you go get those independent films made again, if the theaters can survive. It's interesting.
Dare I
I hope
say
they
it?
survive.
Yeah, I
think-
really hope they
I think
survive.
we're-
I'm sure they will.
I think we're ready
mean,
for a
I'm sure they will.
resurgence. I think we're waiting
Oh.
for our next Clerks, our next those
Clerks 3?
Blair Witch. No, but those little independent movies that changed
Well,
everything, right? Because right
Right,
now
yeah.
it's all celebrity-driven, big projects.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then something breaks through. I mean, that little
Not like
indie film
those-
called Top Gun 2, did really well.
Yeah, that was an indie, that was a little indie film.
Little indie
and
film.
that other indie movie
Minions too,
called
that was a good
Thor,
indie.
Love and
Yeah.
Thunder.
By the way,
crushed
which
it.
was pretty damn good. I'm
Haven't
sorry,
seen it.
Thor, Love and Thunder was pretty damn good.
Oh, really?
I
It's
wanna
getting
see
a
that.
lot of hate.
I heard that it's
Everything-
getting a lot of
everything-
hate.
Yeah, everything gets
It's
hate now in
it's
Marvel.
really gone for the funny.
not wrong.
It's not it's really gone for the funny.
In a
Well-
good way. That doesn't sound great to me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's
I
they
like-
do
I
it
like-
in a way that it's connected to things. It's not potty
Yeah.
humor. It's not stupid humor.
Okay.
It's wink wink nut. They really make fun of themselves.
Oh,
They
okay.
really make
The
fun
way
of
I hear it,
themselves.
if you liked Ragnarok and that humor and the humor of that, then you'll like this. It's basically
Okay.
more of the
Yeah,
same.
Okay.
right.
Like it's sort of like
Sure.
what I've heard. It's not really doing anything different than that, but it's pretty much that's what you're gonna get.
Okay.
Which I like. I like Taika Waititi, and I like
He
his humor.
makes
so-
great movies.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
great. He's so funny.
Yeah, and he's very. And you know
Is
what
that-
though?
is that
Like
what we're
on
watching?
top of the. No, we're not watching that.
We
Trailer.
watched the Thor trailer today.
No, we
No.
watched that trailer.
God,
You can go back.
those
Go back
notes
into our.
out.
Close those notes. Yeah. Damn it. No, but Jamie Foxx. Like, okay, so Jamie Foxx. Is probably one of the most premier actors today, right? I mean, the guy's prolific. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's won an Academy Award. I might be wrong there, but
believe
God,
so.
I mean, the guy's just done so much work. I mean, and here he is doing we'll watch the trailer in a minute, but it's basically like a action comedy vampire movie, which is hilarious. With
It's a
Snoop
comedy?
Dogg,
I
of all
didn't know
people-
that.
of all
Sorry.
people, and Dave Franco. So what a weird combination of if
interesting
someone were to walk to me and said like, hey, we're gonna make a movie, Jamie Foxx, and we're gonna pair you with Snoop Dogg and Dave Franco. I mean, I'd be like, what?
I'm in.
Where's Christian Bale and Kate Blanchett? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I just sort of I just assume Jamie Foxx is just I don't know why he should just be up there with Denzel.
But he
in my mind,
definitely should be.
as
And
far as-
you're right. He did win the Academy Award for Ray.
For Ray.
For the Ray Charles
Right,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was God, I forgot about that. That was so
That's
good.
a great
Yeah, he's great.
that.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Yeah, I love Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, even when he does Electro and Spider-Man, he still crushes it. You know what I'm saying? He just brings his A game to everything.
True, yeah.
I mean, yeah. So this is sort of like a story where Jamie Foxx is a vampire hunter. He's it kind of looks like they've sort of unionized, vampire hunting, and he's sort of out to kind of get a quick dollar, to kind of keep his family from
What the
he's
hell
like
we
a
need to
poor-
watch a trailer for then?
Well, I'm kind of giving you the log line. I'm giving you
I
the
haven't
log
seen
line.
it. I
I'm
don't know
giving
what
you
we're
the log
talking about, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, you don't have to
yeah,
now.
Well, yeah, and
this
so,
is the Cliff Notes.
Oh, okay. Basically, they fight evil, for money, and vampires are, the evil. I mean, do you guys like
show the
Let's
trailer.
start it out real quick. Do you guys like vampire movies? Raise your hand. Is that something? Yes, PJ. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. We got a good demo here.
Off to a good start.
I used to dress as
Yes.
a vampire every year for Halloween. It was the only costume
Every
I wore.
year.
What's
Except
your
that year that
favorite
I was
vampire
figured
movie?
out- oof.
Bum, bum, bum.
There's so many. There's so many.
There's a lot.
Is
What was
it
that one?
Dracula
They-
with Keanu Reeves?
Did you see that one that because
Yes.
it's sweet? Well, that I love that one with Keanu Reeves. I'm
Honestly,
sorry.
Bram
though,
Stoker's Dracula is
I
awesome.
love
yeah,
that
Bram
one.
Stoker's Dracula is.
But I really
Gary
love
Oldman.
Interview with the Vampire with Brad Pitt. I
Me
love
too.
that
I
one.
love that
Yes,
film.
That's such a
So
And
many
then
people
the
hate that
one,
film. I love that.
the one. Did you ever see that one? They remade it. The American version wasn't very good. I think it was Swedish or Finland or Denmark or something.
Oh,
where
Let
it's
the
like,
Right One In?
Let the right one in.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's
saw the
that
original.
is awesome.
And I'll watch any vampire movie except when they get super campy. Like, I remember this one movie that I used to watch where they brought a vampire back from outer space, and she laid all these vampire eggs on the spaceship. A little too campy for me, but I still scared the shit
That's a
out
little
of me.
weird.
I kind of want to
Where's
watch
this
that actually.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Vampire eggs.
Yeah,
Vampires don't
vampire
lay
eggs that were laid
do
all
they?
over the ship after they killed the vampire, and
That's
then
like
the
some-
vampire ship infested with
Wow.
eggs.
What?
And it was like the Star Trek world too, like just gray panel
Oh my
walls and
gosh.
stuff.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
so
yeah.
low
Wow.
tech.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Sharu
then
in
the,
the
yeah.
chat
and then
saying
I used to love
Twilight.
the ones with Wesley Snipes. Look at I like
I heard
Twilight,
Twilight.
too. I like Twilight too.
I have only seen the first Twilight movie.
Oh, well,
Gotta
you're
see the
missing out.
third.
Am I?
You got to watch the whole trilogy. You do. You do. You
I
have to.
stuck
the
through
werewolves.
from the beginning.
It's
I
like
was
pop
really-
culture.
Werewolves get in.
The funniest thing of that
Pop
is like to
culture.
watch
You gotta
the
watch
behind
it.
the scenes and see the green screen. So you'd see like the actor who plays Jacob in what was his name, Taylor Lautner, in the
Oh,
green,
yeah,
in
yeah.
the green suit, and
the
Kristen
green suit.
Stewart is just patting his head.
The
Yeah.
problem I have with it is that
Stop.
she
So funny.
always, what's the girl's name? The
Kristen
actress?
Stewart.
Kristen.
She,
Yeah.
who I love. She's so awesome. But in the, like, did the director come up there and go, okay, so in every scene, I want you to look like you're trying to take a shit in your pants.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like, so who gave her that direction?
Honestly,
I don't
I
know.
thought they were all
Yeah.
terrible actors for ages until like I saw until I saw them in other things, and then a lot of people were like, "Yeah, no, it wasn't a good time on set." Like, there's a whole bunch about
No.
that, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
I did not know
Yeah.
any
They-
of that."
none
I
of
was
them
just like,
respected
"Oh."
the movie, I heard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just you know what? Those could have been good films. They were surrounded with good actors. Like even the adults in those films, like I forget
True,
who
yeah,
they are,
yeah.
but like I mean,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
like Anna
It's a
Kendricks in
great
there. I mean, you have a lot of great actresses and
It was her
actors.
first movie,
And-
wasn't it?
Yeah.
In those
I think that was
films-
her first movie.
It just goes to show you that like someone at the helm that just has no fucking clue what they're doing just sometimes can't bring something
Oh,
to
dear.
I was at
fruition.
it from an arm's length, and there was a lot of rumor that everybody thought it was a joke. I told you the story. Nathan and I had the script. We were
Yeah,
all
you
into it,
did.
and then
This is
yeah.
so crazy.
You could have made
You
it.
should have. It could have been awesome. I mean,
I
imagine.
know.
No,
Redo
but
it?
seriously, like it could have been like Hunger Games or like Harry
No, I
Potter. Like
know.
it
Hunger
had that
Games
kind
was
of
very good.
dynamic, and it had a fandom behind it. You know what I'm saying? So there's
This
no
turned into a
reason
weird
it couldn't
tangent
have-
about Twilight. I'm sorry. It was
It really
just a
did.
joke.
Okay.
Actually,
Well,
it's gonna
put it
come
down.
full circle. Let's watch the trailer. I bet you it comes full
Okay.
circle. Let's watch.
Okay,
it.
okay.
Wait, let me cue it up. Wait,
Right.
Okay, countdown when you're ready.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, 30 Days of Night. That's another good one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a good
yeah,
one.
that is good.
I'm trying to get the right so that we don't get anything missed. Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
There it is. Kelman hit.
It's gonna be a hot one in Los
Two of them.
Angeles.
So what's on the agenda today?
My eyes are closed.
Like every day.
Oh.
Ooh.
What are you doing in my room?
Hunting vampires.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Okay. Okay. Holy crap! Oh my god! I was not expecting that.
Yes.
That's amazing.
The guy who brought John Wick.
Kick ass.
Nice. Oh,
Oh.
that is some.
Vampire hunting is a business. Cut necks and cash your checks.
How did you do that in broad daylight?
Only Snoop Dogg could deliver that line.
10K.
My wife and my daughter are gonna move to Florida.
You're late again.
And the union is the only place that could give me that kind of money.
Your record is chock full of incidents. But he's a no man. One last chance.
Good sound design.
Final warning.
Yeah.
I'm very much liking this. Oh no! Is that James Franco?
Yeah.
Vampires just tried to kill
Oh my
me.
God.
And now I just
Oh.
pissed my favorite fucking hey, everybody pisses himself the first time. Really? Yeah. Did you? No, I didn't. But listen, look, you
True,
did.
everybody does.
I didn't do that.
You know what I see when I see a vamp? Big old dollar sign.
It's Dave Franco.
Hey, don't you puke in here. I swallowed it.
Oh.
Locked and loaded.
God, dude.
Vampires.
Oh, it's got a mini gun.
Whoa, that was
All they
sick.
are is murderers.
Oh, right?
Does not eclipse, new moon, breaking dawn, point one. It ain't like that, all right?
Oh my god, he references
You
Twilight!
know the names to all the specific Twilight films.
Full
and what
circle.
you're right with Breaking Dawn Part 2 is the exciting conclusion of the whole
See?
Twilight saga.
Welcome to the day shift.
Right?
I like
DJ
that.
Franco, spirit animal.
Works every time.
Oh,
Okay.
August 12th.
I
Let's
love
do
that
this.
Twilight lives in
Jesus,
this
that's a
universe.
Netflix
Wow.
movie.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Dude, I
insane.
can't, that's a great opening to a trailer where like grandma comes in like, what are you doing in my house? And he just
There
blows the
are so many
shoots her with
Swear,
the
I was
shotgun.
not expecting that.
Oh
So
my
good.
God.
That's
Listen,
so
I know
good.
this is trailer talk. That's a damn good trailer.
That's
a
such
really
a
good
good
It's a
trailer.
solid trailer.
Like who
And it
cut
doesn't
that?
give away
The
a
way they
lot.
cut it to the sound of the bullets and that was
Yeah.
well done.
Really?
Like, I
The
wanna watch
lighting in
just
that was really good
trailer.
too. It seemed like a really warm trailer.
Oh,
like
it
there's a lot of
was.
oranges
Yeah.
and like
Yeah,
burnt
the
yellows
color
and stuff
correction
was so
was
cool.
really good. Yeah.
And they were smart to use the John Wick, because I'll watch anybody with the jump from the John
Yeah,
Wick.
true, true, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like different.
The
Instead of
guys
like brought
who
to you by the
taught
creators of
John
John Wick, it
Wick.
was like brought to you by the people who like taught John Wick how to
kick
kick ass or
ass,
whatever.
yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
that's a great line.
Oh,
That
was
looks like
a
it's gonna have
edited trailer.
really good choreography. Like we already saw some
Uh-huh.
really good choreography from the trailer itself, like in the fighting. But because of the whole like from the creators of or who taught John Wick how to kick ass, I feel like there's gonna be some
Yeah.
amazing hand-to-hand combat
How
choreography.
much money
Yeah.
does
well, it
Netflix
looks like a
have?
lot of fun.
It had to
Fucking
be
So much,
shitload,
million.
dude.
It had to be
So much
$100
money.
million movie for the
So
straight
much
to-
money.
What used to be straight to video. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's no
With like Jamie Foxx, Snoop Dogg, and Dave Franco. I mean, like the cast
That's
here
insane.
is.
Yeah, so
is-
good.
I mean,
I like Dave
Maybe
Franco.
it's more what
I
the
mixed him up
budget is.
earlier, but
I'm
I do
gonna
like
check.
Dave Franco. He's funny.
yeah, no, he is funny. Well,
Yeah.
it's it's kind of, and I guess that's why I was like, this is like an action comedy, right? It's sort of like very. It's not taking itself overly seriously. I mean, the fact that they've unionized vampire hunting, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's just a crazy idea to think about. Like vampires are just out there, and there's like a union. They've created like
during
a
the
union,
day,
like a
too.
job
I
force
know.
to go kill them. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. That
They have,
a
like,
lot
day
of them
shift
are.
That's what I
night
was thinking.
shift.
Like it's kind of
Day
the thing.
shift,
Like
yeah.
What's
when he was,
their dynamic?
yeah, he attacked somebody in the day, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. How does that check
The
out? Like
post-
what
even the
world is
poster
this?
looks good.
You know,
So
like
can
what
they
world
go
is it that the
outside?
vampires are in the daylight as well now? And it's interesting. But then he does reference Twilight,
Yeah.
so he's like, and they're day walking vampires as well. So interesting.
Well, I wonder if
Yeah,
they're, like,
I wonder if there's, like, 50
werewolves.
50 to 100 mil for Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
this is definitely over 100. I mean,
It's
maybe I don't know.
good.
Just to cast a
That's a
little.
lot of money.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money. I can buy a lot of French fries for $100 million.
Shit, I'm gonna watch
lot of burger. That's a lot of McDonald's.
There's a lot of
I mean, what? So, all right. So, like, I mean, quick roundabout. Like, Steph, what was your thought, like, editing wise, or like, yeah, you mentioned color. Like, you know, break it down. Like, what was your feeling here?
I liked the pacing of the trailer. I think it was really nice, and I think it kept it fun, upbeat. Like there was times where it needed to be serious and it stayed slow and really hung on the shot. Like he's with his daughter in his truck and he's like putting a little picture of her on like the steering wheel, like so you get the idea. You know, like what's at stake for him in this,
Oh yeah.
which is I think
That's
a
a good
nice
point.
touch. But I don't know. I think too, like I love the vampire design. Like it's something I've not seen as far as like the movement goes. Like for them, and they're like all contortionists and stuff like that. Like it's really crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And like the faces remind me like kind of like Angel or like Buffy, like you know, like just really demonic looking, like creepy vampires.
yeah.
Oh, which I think is
Good point
awesome.
too. Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. That really does also remind me of Buffy, the way that you said it. Like, I know what I know what you mean. Like, it's similar, not the same. So anybody in the chat, that's not
Yeah.
the same, but it is similar. That they change. It's cool.
Which
Yeah,
kind of
shit.
reminds me of like werewolves, which I don't know if they have it. Like they can easily like turn it off, turn it on, which maybe is why they're also like walking during the day.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
Yeah,
if maybe if
true.
they're in vampire form, they'll burn, but if they're in human form, they're fine, kind of thing, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, it is interesting that I didn't think about that. And I wonder if it's gonna have that sort of Buffy
Oh, that is
vibe
true.
where remember like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I'm thinking more of the show than I can't. I'm having a hard time remembering the movie, but like 1 minute they're human, and then like the camera would cut to Buffy, and then it cut back to them, and they'd be all vampire look. You're like, oh wow, like there was no transformation. It
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
like like a
Happened.
camera cut, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden they're
it's
like
just
fully
quick enough.
vampire. I wonder if it's gonna kind of be like that, which could be kind of funny, versus like the CG, like,
Cheaper.
Yeah.
face movement. All right, Pagan. What I mean, what'd you think? I mean, where are you going to see this? Is this something that
yeah.
you're like streaming Netflix day one?
Yeah, I think I will, because I think it like Stephanie said, the timing is so comedic. It's really well comedically timed. So the opening sequence of like when he shoots grandma, like, oh my god, I was not expecting that. Like, I was just not expecting it. It's done so well. It looks like it's a robbery or something, and I'm like, oh shit, this is serious. And then she contorts and she turns into a vampire. And that's really interesting. I didn't think about that. But then that kind of travels throughout the whole thing, It's the same thing when he's talking to Dave Franco, and he's like, and I, pissed my good suit. And he's like, everybody pisses themselves the first time. Did you? No, I mean, not me, but you did. So, like, I really like that. I like those, like, comedic moments when you need it. And such a good cast. Like, it looks really good. But I have to say, I think the best thing about this trailer for me was the choreography. There's a great sequence here in the beginning when they're fighting hand to hand, and it's about this, like, how John Wick, how we taught John Wick to kick ass and everything. The actual choreography of that is incredible. I really thought that was very good, and it's the same later on as well. I think they've got like another hand to hand combat scene here somewhere. Probably not there because it's Dave Franco, but it looks. I really appreciate that kind of stuff. I like the stunts. So I think this is going to be a very stunt-heavy film, and I'm so about it.
Yeah, PJ, do you have any additional thoughts? Like, you want to
I
you like this? Yeah,
I find it interesting that just in my daughter's lifetime, I went from getting Netflix DVDs in the mailbox to seeing something that looks this good and cuts so well that doesn't even have a theatrical release. Not that it needs to. I would love to see this in the theater, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
When I went and saw Mighty Thor the other day, and I, because I haven't been back to the theater in so long, and I got in the chair and the popcorn and the big theater, and then the sound just comes up through your chest, and you're just like, okay, no phones, no distractions, sit back, entertain me. And nowadays, like, I see when we have people over for dinner and we're watching a movie, or when there's and everybody's got their phone up, or somebody's running over the ice maker, and somebody's walking by me, and we are so quick to judge, oh, that's a shitty movie. Well, it's probably because you really didn't pay attention to the nuances. It's like, why am I hanging on that shot where I'm waiting for the expression of the of the Stranger Things kid? I'm like, there's so much when they put the camera on Eleven's face.
Yeah.
And if you're looking down at your phone, you're missing the meaning of why they took 30 seconds for that shot.
Sure.
Yeah. This movie looks so freaking good. I want to go to see it in the movie theater. So what I'm going to do is go upstairs, because I have a huge TV on the second floor. I'm going to black it all out. I'm going to move everything away. Just take my single Easy Boy chair. I'm going to put it right in front of the thing and tell the kids, fuck off, leave me alone. I'll sit there with my popcorn, and I'm going to let me watch some vampires.
You need like a recording light. Like, you need something like do not disturb.
Yeah. No, I think you nailed it, PJ. Yeah, it's always interesting when you when you're watching something at home, how easy it is to kind of just like a slower part in the movie, or just how quickly you pick up your phone, or you're on your laptop or whatever, and right away you've missed, like, to your point, like some nuance or something. You're so right. I think going to the movie theater, you're more forgiving to the film, I think, on maybe its flaws, I think, when you're in the movie theater than you are when you're sitting at home distracted. But my biggest thing with this trailer, it's a great trailer. I feel like it gives away too much.
really?
I wish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, like I feel like there's like a lot of stunts in here that I wish I was more. And I'm hoping there's more. Like even the last shot where he's got like the tripwire over the, and he shoots the shotgun. The guy flies backwards and it decapitates him. Or that one shot where he uses like the fallen like board or whatever to slice the vampire's head and it goes flying. And Snoop Dogg's like minigun reveal. Like I feel like that would have been a cool moment in the movie where Snoop Dogg pops up the minigun. And you're like, oh shit, like I could just see those moments in the movie where I would be like pleasantly like blown away, but they've kind of been ruined in the trailer.
Yeah, sure.
And even the grandma thing, I almost wish I went into this movie not having any idea what it was, and I hope the movie like cold opens with like Jamie Foxx like sneaking into a house like it's a robbery. And then, like if you had no idea you were watching this and all of a sudden grandma comes out and he shoots him. Like imagine that reaction, like seeing that for the first time, not in a trailer. Like to me, I mean, I just think that's a great setup.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
They buried the lead, so to speak.
Normal, like,
True.
work,
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
like,
true.
going to
But I
work
get
and-
it. I get it. You're trying to sell something,
Yeah.
and it's kind of hard to sell a movie like this when literally the core of the movie is like this vampire teeth for money. It's like
Sure.
basically the premise, right? It's almost like a heist film in a way.
I really
which-
expected to see the obvious all the time, like I was when they shot the grandmother like that, and the teeth. That I found that different. They did
Yeah.
the same old trope that they do with every. It seems like every father with not being able to provide, for, or like separated from the mother, and the kid wants to. Like I'm really tired of that trope. But there was nothing. There's a lot of new stuff here. I saw. So I hope there's more when we watch the movie.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the teeth thing was really interesting because like there's somebody that even had like it almost looked like a shark tooth, like how the shark tooths have like the razor edges.
edges.
But the
Like,
box
like,
when
so
he
it's
kicked the
really
lid and the head
interesting.
came off, like there was a lot of cool things.
I think
Yeah.
this is kind of going to be like a Zombieland vampire movie. Like I think it's probably there's gonna be a lot of vampires. There's gonna probably be a lot of like kills on their part. I'm sure.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw
Nana
the
I'm
one
sure
we're
Ready
like
talking
Dave
Gamer,
about.
Franco's
we
gonna
ju-
become a
you just-
vampire.
Nana Ready Gamer is asking a question we
That's good.
just discussed.
Sorry.
Sorry, hon.
Oh, yeah,
Just
oh, yeah,
went through
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
I was thinking this brought me back to From Dusk Till Dawn. I don't know if you guys seen that. It's like that Rodriguez
Quentin
Tarantino
Tarantino.
flick. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
with George Clooney. Because the humor seems similar and it has kind of very similar like gory moments like in that movie. That was sort of like an early 90s movie where you hadn't really seen a lot of really gory films, like blood splurting, like literally like geysers of blood kind of thing vibe.
Sure.
So where now movies, I feel like everything's it's either gory or completely like PG kind of vibe. But I was thinking too. I was like, what if you lived in a world where there weren't vampires? Like, what would you need for protection? Haha, segue, bitches.
Oh shit.
Because today's episode is sponsored by our good friends NordVPN. That's right. The kings of VPN have supplied us with soup, and we can't wait to tell you the great offer they are giving us to give to you.
That's funny. What a good
was a good
segue.
one.
Yeah, but but we've been doing it in life lately, right? Like I got my two daughters, Sky and Zoe, and they're all the malware shit from everything that they're looking at. I don't even know what's on their computers. So we use NordVPN's new threat protection features. There's this little shield icon. Wait, I got it right here. So if you just go into the app and they've got a little shield right there for threat protection, you just hit the button. I'll tell you right there, you want to turn it on.
Oh, that's
just
cool.
turn it on,
nifty.
and boom! Now all the malware threat protection is on.
Yeah, sweet.
So we love that stuff for the girls.
To be
That
fair,
is
like
nice.
it's nice and important to be safe, PJ. But unfortunately, I'm really selfish, and I just want to watch some shit that's out somewhere else. I want to watch some cool shows that are on American
Leprechaun.
Netflix or or South African Netflix or Australian Netflix, and it's kind of a bummer that anytime I'd go onto either Netflix or on YouTube, even on YouTube more commonly actually, stuff is region locked for me because I'm in Ireland. And I work with you guys, and I'm on the show, and I want to watch some cool trailers, and I want to watch some cool things. So I can't access that unless I have NordVPN. So I can swap around. I just want to show everybody, like, this is the like it's installed on my computer, and then I can just pick anywhere to be a part of and go watch Netflix. So I can click on Australia, and then it will Australian internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're
I'm
like,
back.
"Yeah,
I'm back.
I'm in
It's all
Aussie now."
good. Yeah. I'm all good. I'm all good.
That's cool. How many
yeah, I
servers
thought it
do
was
they
really
have?
It gives me an option of over, I think, 5,500 servers in 60 different countries. So it's
That's crazy.
pretty wide range as
That's
well, which
crazy.
is cool. Yeah.
That is wild. Yeah.
Well, and like I know everybody likes to game too, and like I know NordVPN also works for games as well. So like if game isn't available in your country, like no problem, NordVPN's got you. And also there's discounts for games that are available in other regions. So you can play, you know, if you wanted to play an Australian game or maybe New Zealand, it's there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Discounts
pretty
like in
cool.
different countries. You know, might as well take advantage.
What?
Why
I didn't
not?
know that. That's so
Nord-
cool.
That is cool. And then, it's NordVPN's pretty awesome, guys. We all have it. We all use it. And they're giving us this exclusive deal for a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee, which I love because I'm a kind of a try before you buy guy. So just go to nordvpn.com/trailertalk and use the code trailertalk to lock in that offer. Go check it out.
Yeah, and like understand, guys, when you get stuff and you download that and give it a try, it helps us make more of these shows because no one here gets paid. They give us a little bit of money to do this. So please go ahead and do it. They're doing, for the CouchSoup peeps, like you guys are offering a limited 1 month free for 2-year plan. So don't wait, go do it. Helps us out. If you're interested in the VPN, go to nordvpn.com/trailertalk and use the code trailertalk and you'll get this deal and you'll help us out.
Yeah.
yes, thank you for the soup, NordVPN.
Thank you for
Thanks,
the soup, NordVPN.
Yes.
Now back to the vampires.
Yes.
We're good at selling
Yeah,
shit,
vampires.
aren't we? Good. We're kind of
Yeah,
good
we're
at selling
good.
stuff like that.
I mean, I feel like we're pretty good.
Yeah.
You know,
do this.
for things we
Someone should-
like NordVPN.
Someone should make us
Yes.
do a trailer.
A trailer
Someone should
of
do a
us
trailer.
doing trailers. And I mean, a
NordVPN.
trailer of
Trailer
trailers.
Tomatoes
NordVPN trailer.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Somebody
Let's
kill
do
that naked HD in the chat. Anybody in there doing the killing?
Yeah, we killed it. It's good. It's going. It's going. It's good.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm definitely gonna watch
Yeah.
this
Yeah, I
movie
am.
in my house with Netflix, by myself in my chair.
Do you
Did
finish
anybody-
Netflix?
Anybody deal with it? Find out anybody making it? Like this is the first time I heard about the show. Is when Drew said we're going to talk about this today.
Yeah,
Why?
same.
Why the quiet? I
When was
never
the
heard
trailer
of
released?
a $100 million
like,
movie.
Netflix reveal, like when they did, I think it was back at like the new year, they had like a small clip.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're just releasing and marketing close to the release and just that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know
Yeah,
if that
Netflix
works
is-
or not, but
Yeah. That's sort of like Netflix's MO. I mean, there's a few films that they've been promoting, like, what is it? Gray Space, Gray. I forget that.
Oh, the Gray Man?
Gray Man, yeah, thank you. I mean, they seem that seems to have like a long marketing tail, but most things they seem to be like they'll kind of tease, like, hey, we're doing this movie with Jamie Foxx, like 7 months ago, like in a big montage they did, and you're like, it's called Day Shift. You have no idea what it's about, and then like 4 weeks or 2 weeks before it comes out, they're like, here's the trailer, here's the poster, it's coming like tomorrow. By the way,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, on Netflix,
Yeah.
you should join. I think they do that, and here's why they do that: to kind of hold, rather than marketing it for like a long time. It's sort of like when someone thinks they're like, oh, I just finished that show, like Stranger Things is over. Hey, drop the Day Shift trailer because the people, that same demo for Stranger Things might leave. So, you know what I'm saying? So like bring that might come in, bring them back in. I
Yeah.
think they have a really interesting strategy because it's all about holding subscribers or bringing in new subscribers. So that's really how they monetize. So.
because it's
Yeah.
interesting because like the Umbrella Academy, like I think they've been like before season 3 came out, like they've been promoted with like little like on Twitter, like they have little things that they've just slowly been releasing, which is interesting. So I'll have to see if there's anything out there on this
Yeah.
one because I'm curious to know more.
I agree. I think maybe it just has something to do with like the marketing plan or marketing deal with those kind of shows. And to be fair, like Umbrella Academy's in its 3rd season. It's a well-established show. People have loved it and streamed it. It's the same with Stranger Things, right? So I think like it's obviously why it's different to like a movie like this because it's a standalone. It's not a series or anything. So I presume that's why.
Yeah.
That's why it's different. It looks
Could you-
good
What's,
though.
this
a,
is
what's
like
a
a-
vampire movie? What's a vampire movie that you think is underrated?
Underrated?
Like a
mean-
vampire movie that you can't say Twilight.
The one with
You
Leslie
tried.
Nelson.
Which one's that one?
I can't remember what it's called. Chat, help me out here.
Leslie Nelson? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You
hold on,
guys
hold
ever
on.
watch What We Do in Shadows?
Yeah,
No, I
but
wanted
is
to
that
watch
underrated?
Nielsen? Nielsen,
Is that
apologies.
under-
Leslie
It
Nielsen.
was in the
I haven't
beginning.
seen the movie or the TV show.
Is it a TV
Yeah.
show
Seen
from
all
the
the
original
clips.
guys though? It's not, right? It's
It's
different.
it's the original creators, but
Yeah.
it's Taika Waititi who created the movie, and he produces the show, but it's not the same actors, I don't believe. I could be wrong.
And what
on
about
that.
Fright Night? Wasn't there an Irish guy in Fright Night? Wasn't that Colin
Yeah, that's
Farrell
Colin
was in
Farrell.
Fright Night?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
that was a
The
good
movie I was
Yeah,
thinking
that's
of
right.
is Leslie Nielsen, and it is called Dracula Dead and Loving It, 1995. It's very funny. I highly recommend it. The movie has stuck with me for like my whole life since I saw it, so I just thought that was very funny. I don't hear
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
fun.
about it.
I
So.
like them all. Oh, The Hunger with David Bowie. Do you remember that one? 1983,
don't
that
think I've
vampire
seen that.
movie. That was a good movie. I remember that.
Yeah, I think
Vampire
I'm-
Hunter D, if you're in animation,
Yeah.
another good
Oh, yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah, Vampire Hunter D is.
Oh, and The
classic.
Lost Boys. I
oh, yeah, I
love
was gonna
The
say Lost Boys.
I love
Lost
The
Boys
Lost
is
Boys.
so good.
So
Man,
good and campy.
why did they
haven't
make
seen
sequels
that.
to that?
God.
That
I think
sucked.
this is
Right,
like a
and
weird
remember,
pull.
remember Cage in Vampire's Kiss? Did you ever
Oh,
see that,
yeah.
Nicolas Cage?
No.
Nicolas
That was-
Cage,
that
yeah,
was-
Vampire's
that
Kiss,
was
yeah.
That's one
crazy
that
What
I
about
haven't
like Underworld films?
Oh,
I guess those are
Underworld is
vampire movies, right?
fantastic.
Get into
People,
it.
and they tried to watch it the other day at my house, and they gave up on it.
No, I can't do
Oh,
it. The moment they introduced like UV bullets, I was out. I was like, that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever fucking
That's
heard.
the fucking
bullets.
dopest thing I've ever
You
seen.
can't-
That's so good.
No.
Come on
it is
now.
like you cannot trap light. The moment you fire that bullet, it'll just shatter. Like how do you put UV light into a bullet? Come on, guys. Come on.
They're vampires,
just-
and they've
I
been
was just
around for
like-
centuries. They must have learned something.
No. Yeah, sorry, hard pass. Why can't? Yeah, why can't silver just be the thing? You know,
Sharu, he said the one with Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. It was bad. My buddy was
Oh,
in it.
yeah.
He wouldn't put his name in it. He's like, don't put
Shit,
my name in the
Shit,
credits.
really? Oh my god.
It is.
not
It
want
is
my name in the
bad. It is
credits.
That's
bad.
bad.
And it was such a great idea. Who doesn't want Abe Lincoln to be a vampire hunter? Like that sounded like just seems like such a great.
7 years ago,
Sure,
I
sure.
killed a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vampire
There's actually a
Diaries.
great.
Funny as hell.
That's
My
pretty good too.
my kids love Vampire Diaries.
Oh gosh.
Never
Love
seen it.
that.
Never seen it.
I don't know
Wait,
if
I
this one's
should have watched it
underrated.
though. Isn't Todd in it? Oops, my bad. Sorry, Todd.
I think Todd plays somebody. Yeah.
Sorry, Toddo. We should probably watch
Well,
that.
what about Blade? I
I
love
like Blade.
Oh, Blade
yeah.
was a
Loved the
great
Blade
movie.
Except for Blade 3. God, that
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah, that was a
one and
write-off.
two were good. Jessica Biel was in that.
Jessica Biel
Yeah.
and Ryan
Jessica
Reynolds
Biel.
was in the third.
Ryan Reynolds.
I don't-
Ryan Reynolds.
God bless
I
Ryan
never
Reynolds
watched the third
for
one.
being in
Never
every
watched the third
superhero
one.
movie
I know.
ever.
I actually didn't
Uh,
mind it because I was like, well, take it for face value, right? Like it's written like that, and Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds is very much typecast because of the way he speaks and the way he is. And I loved it. I thought
Yeah.
it was great, but like my husband
He's
cannot
like-
stand Blade 3.
Yeah.
Like he was like ruin it.
No.
I was like,
Oh yeah, I can't stand
To
it
be
either.
fair.
My wife loves Blade 3, but I'm
The
like,
first
no
one
way.
was
Blade
excellent,
2, Blade 2 with that Guillermo del Toro does is perfection. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's,
true, that's true.
But the
amazing.
vampire story is quite a bit of an erotic like character, right? Like it's always based on a
Yeah.
yeah.
odd love story.
Yeah,
When you look at the one with the what was the one with Brad Pitt and Slater
Oh.
and Tom Cruise?
Interview with the Vampire.
Is that not Interview with a
Yeah,
Vampire?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
you
the one I
know,
love. I think
the
that's so
men
good.
biting each other's neck. There was a lot of discussion on that, on how, because the vampire character, it comes from the romance characters of the old horror days, right?
Interesting.
Did you say
Vampire,
horror days or horror-
Frank-
horror
days?
Frankenstein, horror
Nosferatu.
days. Frankenstein, the
Those horror
werewolf.
Just
days.
making sure we're
They
on
all
the same
have those
page.
same
Yeah.
sort of sad
I was like, what
origin
days are
stories.
those? Every day that ends in Y.
The present. Yeah,
Whoa.
every day that ends in Y.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wow.
sorry.
That was a Freudian slip.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was.
Well, I
Those
think the great
horror
thing too
movies.
about like that movie that I loved was how they did like the makeup for the vampires, because they would have them like lay like upside down and then they would trace their veins, and like so
Oh,
that
I
way they
didn't know
had
that.
that like cool
That's
look.
cool.
Which
And
one's
I
that
was
one
like,
for
"That's awesome.
for Interview?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
I
wow.
love
Because they
Interview.
have
I
like
think
if
that's
you
a
watch
highly
it, like they have that translucent kind of look, and you
Yeah.
can see.
it's such a good film. And then
Crow,
there's this
Crow
whole, like,
wrote the fan site for Buffy.
very good. No way.
Oh, no way.
No way.
The
That's
movie was
very
kind of
cool.
shitty.
Ian.
That's why Joss bought it to do the series, because the movie was
love the
way off
series.
mark.
Buffy
I
the
watched
Vampire
Angel
Slayer
before
series
school.
was so good.
Yeah, the series was great. I
series
didn't mind the
was good.
movie. I thought it was kind of fun. But the show was definitely better than the film.
Yeah.
I think my underrated, I don't even know if it's underrated, but it's kind of like where my vampire love started. But at Halloween time, always on Disney Channel, they had The Little Vampire with.
Oh my god, yeah. It's such a
Jonathan
cute
Larson.
I remember that.
movie.
That's like.
That's a
Such
good
a great
shout,
movie.
Steph.
That's funny.
That's
There
a
you
good
go.
shout.
Yeah, I
There
know.
you
I'm
go.
like,
Literally, mine was
even
the other
under-
ones, like Dracula, Dead and Loving It.
Mm.
Leslie Nielsen.
shit.
It honestly, I really do recommend
I
it. It's
forgot
very
about that.
funny.
I totally forgot about. No, I've seen that. I just
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
It's just,
trying to
it's really
think
good.
of-
I'd never really seen him in anything else. Like I hadn't seen, is it Airplane? I hadn't seen that or anything, so it was only that was
Yeah.
the first time I've ever been introduced to those kind of films, and that was really funny for me. So that's always stuck with
Pagan's
me.
got
And
some
then
classics she needs to go. She hasn't seen Airplane, hasn't seen Spaceballs. Jesus.
shall we?
know, right?
Gotta
How
do it.
are
You
you
watch my-
allowed?
How am I
Just
alive?
create like
I
a
don't
list.
barely.
Can we
Just
watch
create, like, a
movies in
list.
Disneyland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just waiting in line.
Yeah,
Waiting in line,
absolutely,
yeah, right?
absolutely. Steph and I are gonna have movie marathons over the 2 nights. We'll be like, oh my god, Stephanie, it's 4 a.m., but we have to start watching Airplane.
That's all life.
Exactly.
We've watched every vampire movie that exists.
Yeah,
Have you ever done it though, where you're like, "Oh, this movie's so good, you gotta watch this with us," and you watch it and you start making excuses for the movie because it's just not holding up the second
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the 12th time you've watched
Totally.
it.
Yeah. I totally
And you're like,
do
"Oh,
that.
I was younger. It was funnier.
Yeah.
Then. I was drunk.
Yeah.
I was drunk when I
Just,
watched the
I
movie."
just remembered an underrated vampire movie that everybody should go watch. There's a Tales from the Crypt movie. I think it was the second movie they ever made. It was called Bordello of Blood. It is.
Oh,
it's
I remember
about.
that.
It's actually pretty good. It has vampires as like kind of like the main. The main villain isn't a
nice.
vampire, but
I
the
remember that.
vampires are a part of it.
Oh, it came
but
out
it's
before my
actually
birthday.
really. Yeah,
Corey
it's
Feldman.
actually
This movie's older than me.
it is
That's
pretty
not
old.
hard.
It's pretty
That's
old,
not
and
hard.
Yeah, that
it
is not
doesn't
hard
age
stuff.
well.
No, it's just funny. I was looking at it. I'm
Oh
like,
fuck! What
gosh.
about Monster Squad? Have you guys ever seen Monster,
Monster
Squad?
Monster
You
Squad?
could
No.
Werewolf in the Nards.
No,
is
I
this
never watched that.
Is this a animated film?
It's like
no, it's not.
think of Goonies but with like killing monsters.
Oh.
Like it's very like kids kind of like
That's
band
cool.
together. It's actually pretty fun. Like you could. It's like very rated for.
What about
kids,
the new
but-
Morbius? Did you
That's
watch
fair.
the new Morbius?
Oh my
not.
god, that is bad.
I have
No,
not.
I have
It's
not
bad,
seen
huh?
that.
I've heard very
Listen,
terrible
actually-
things.
Thankfully.
Here's the deal. The first 40 minutes are actually like, you know what? Maybe I could stick around. This is interesting. It's got good design. You know, like what's his face is kind of bringing his whatever weirdness.
Jared Leto.
Then it just the last like 30 minutes are just. I don't even understand. It was like, yeah, we got to wrap
It
this
just
up in a
got
day.
weird.
Let's just do something like make it all CG. I have no. I mean, it's
Oh.
literally just I don't even understand what happens.
Doesn't
It's
he
kind of like
literally
that.
say it's Morbin time?
I don't think so. Does he?
I
don't
think
know.
somebody said that he
All right,
actually
so
says that in
listen.
the film.
Really?
Comment below if I'm wrong. I don't know, but then
Okay.
I heard that and I was like, I'm not seeing that film.
I want you to vote for your favorite vampire. Okay, I'm going to give you 4 choices,
Let's
and
go.
in the audience too. Please cast your vote.
Oh, I can do
So,
a poll.
there's-
Okay, go ahead.
There's 4 of them. Number 1, Wesley Snipes in Blade.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Number 2, Tom Cruise as Lestat.
All right.
Oh, shit, that's good.
I'm going to give you an odd one here. Number 3, Lady Gaga as the Countess in the American Horror Story series.
Okay, I haven't seen that though.
And number 5, David from The Lost Boys. Best vampire.
Ooh.
Tom Cruise, Lady Gaga.
I mean,
Yeah, I got to go with Tom Cruise.
No, I'm gonna go with Wesley Snipes as Blade. I mean, God, he was so good. He was born like, no offense to
Agreed.
God, who's playing the new one? Because it's not even out yet. I'm sure he's gonna be great.
Oh,
Crap, I'm blanking
hold
on
on,
the guy's
I got
name.
it. I got you. His name is Mahershala Ali.
Oh yeah, Mahershala Ali. Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
I don't know
Mahershala
how to
Ali. I mean,
pronounce it.
he's an amazing.
Mahershala
He's an amazing actor. I mean, I think he won an Academy Award. But
I feel like I've seen him in
Wesley
stuff,
Snipes
yeah.
as Blade is just perfection for me. As far as like vampire.
Totally agree.
You know what? You know what vampire series we completely forgot about? True Blood.
Oh, yes.
Haven't
yes,
seen
yes,
it.
yes, yes. I was
True
saving
Blood's
that.
great.
I was saving that for the end. I was gonna recommend that.
That is the
That's how good it
greatest
is. It's
thing.
like the
That's the
cherry on
greatest
top.
comeback. Thank you.
Or I saved that for the last
That's
one.
amazing.
Save it for the end.
You stole
That
that
is
from
such
me.
a great
You stole
show.
that from me.
Come on.
Who,
Oh, I love that show. Oh my
I,
god.
I can't stand the one love interest like Anna Paquin's. What's his name? Her main love interest. But I like the
Bill
other guy.
Compton. Bill Compton.
Yeah, Bill Thompson. Like he just looks like I was like, oh, I can't stand in his accent. But the other one, Alexander,
Skarsgård.
he's amazing in that.
He's
like,
fantastic.
like he should have won every Emmy out there. Like when I watched that show, I only just watched for him. Like every time he came on,
Really?
stole the
Oh,
scene.
he was great.
He's so good. Well, they just wrote him so great. Like his lines are just, and the way he delivered them are just. It's just a great. He's one of the best characters I've ever seen on a TV show.
Oh.
I love. There's a
it's
scene
really
he's
good.
like sunbathing in. Oh, was he in Sweden or Norway? And he's like in the sun, and he's just like fully nude on the lawn chair with like the little tanning mirror.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's just like sitting there, like
Tom Cruise is
enjoying
winning.
the sun.
Yeah,
Good
Tom Cruise is winning an
Tom
interview.
Cruise.
I have to say, I think
What?
I prefer Wesley Snipes,
Wow.
but Tom Cruise gives an amazing performance as Lestat. I just think that
You know,
Wesley
Adam
Snipes
Jensen.
wins it for me.
Adam Jensen brings up a good one. I would have voted for the in the Keanu Reeves. What's his face?
Yeah,
Played,
Gary Oldman plays
Dracula.
Dracula.
Oh, that's such a
Oh,
good
yeah.
film. Gary
That
Oldman
to
Listen-
me would be
great
number
in that.
one.
Yeah, Gary
Number
Oldman
one.
is
I
fantastic.
agree that Bram Stoker's Dracula is probably the greatest vampire movie ever made. I hands down that the last scene, the last 20 minutes of that film where they're in the carriage and they're
Yeah.
chasing down the sunlight, to get because the bad guys are trying to get Dracula back to his castle before the sun rises, and then
I'm gonna go
they're
watch
chasing
that tonight.
Keanu and his crew are chasing after it on horseback, and they're shooting. There's like a gun battle, and then there's like stuff going on in the castle. I mean,
Yeah.
it is like
Hopkins.
and the music for that is just perfection. Like I've never heard a better score for a movie. It is one of the best out there. I will listen to the score without the film.
Sure.
That movie is amazing. And Winona Ryder it's Winona Ryder.
Yeah,
right?
it's
Winona
Winona
Ryder.
Ryder.
Yeah. She just played that to perfection, and that kind of whole like seduction thing I thought was so well done.
She was so
yeah,
miscast for me. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, for me
I
actually
thought
as
she
well.
did a
I
pretty
didn't
good job.
like her
I can't
in
stand the way
that
she
film.
talked in that movie.
Do you know? Fun fact. Do you know that Winona and Keanu technically are actually
married.
married in the eyes of God because it was a real priest officiating that ceremony?
I didn't know
And
that.
Keanu still
wasn't-
stands by it.
Yeah, Keanu still stands by it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but he's dating somebody
wife.
else.
That's my wife.
My
They're
wife.
like Winona's probably married, but like it's so funny that that's
Probably.
a thing. I want to watch their. They
That's-
recently reconnected and did a like a love interest film or like a romantic comedy where
Oh,
they're both
uh-huh.
going to a
remember that,
wedding
yeah.
or
Yeah, it's
something
a wedding.
abroad.
Yeah.
I really
it
want
was
to see
pretty good.
them. But yeah, apparently
Yeah, I haven't seen
they're
that one.
technically married. So there you go.
Wow.
I like
that's
to see
wild.
that Lady Gaga's holding on in the poll. Thank you to whoever.
Is she?
whoever.
She's holding on
Why is the
14%.
polls cut
Matched
off?
with
Oh, there it
Wesley
is.
Snipes. Yeah, if you click on the
Yeah,
poll, it comes up.
David Lost Boys at 30%. Come on, Lost Boys. I mean, I would pick Lost Boys over
I mean, Tom Cruise is
I would take Tom
still a good
Cruise.
win. I would. I would
He just
concede to
looked
that.
He
pretty.
did good
He
in that
wasn't-
movie
did he-
though. But he did good though. It's such a good
did.
movie.
He didn't
And then
do
the
anything.
girl was
Fire.
really good too.
Kristen Dunst.
Who played, Kristen Dunst. She was great in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was so. How old?
She's
she was
so
like what,
scary.
12? I don't even.
6.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that was her
Yeah.
first movie,
How
I
old was
believe,
she
right?
then?
That
It
her
was
first
literally
movie.
her first
You've
thing.
got
yeah.
to stop eating the babysitters.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Is it still on Netflix?
It's so sad that like he's forced to turn her. Oh, Lestat is so evil.
Oh, I know.
Fucker.
Yeah, it's messed
Oh
up.
shit!
Yeah.
You know what's a really great movie?
Christopher Lee. That's a
Interview with
classic.
not Interview with the Vampire. Queen of the Damned. The music
yeah.
in that.
Mm-hmm.
The music in that
What's
is
who-
just phenomenal.
That's
played
that's
her?
Ashika or like the name of
or
the thing.
Aaliyah.
But that
The
girl,
singer,
Aaliyah's
Aaliyah.
dead though.
Aaliyah.
She's dead, right?
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah,
she
she
passed in
died.
a airplane crash. Yeah, but
Yeah.
In
such a great
Bahamas.
performance. Stuart Townsend is Irish, and he played Lestat. I
Oh,
thought
yeah?
that was
Oh, in that
great.
movie.
I thought that was a really good film. I still love that film. It was my favorite film for ages, and it had such a good mood and vibe to it. And the fact that he came back as a rock star, it's so like, yeah, that's totally what would happen now. Like he would be famous, and he would be this famous vampire, and I just bought into the whole thing. Thought it was really good.
Do we think Day
That's what I
Shift is
think's
gonna
underrated.
like? Do we think Day Shift will be on our list of like best vampire movies when if we say another vampire movie trailer drops in the next year? Will we be like, yeah, I remember Day Shift? Oh yeah, that's top 10.
I mean, to
What
me,
are we
it's not like
thinking?
a traditional vampire movie, but it could
I don't
be.
think there's enough. There's not going to be enough story in it, right? It's just.
Yeah.
This looks like a big popcorn, action-packed movie you're going to forget about. It's the
Yeah.
vampire stories that give you that goes back. What I was telling you about that romantic story idea that goes back and builds on that origin story. That's where it gets interesting. Even the one that Will Smith did with the dog, where he was going through the thing. I mean, they just they go into the lore. This is just going to be about killing vampires.
Oh yeah,
There is
yeah.
a
That's I Am
new
Legend, isn't it?
vampire movie coming
That
up.
was a good. That was an
Oh,
alright
forgot about-
vampire film.
But
To be
that's
fair.
is that technically a vampire? I guess
Yeah.
it is. I guess
Yeah,
they are.
they were
vampires.
vampires.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
technically they were. They had
Forgot
some sort
about
of
that.
disease. That was a good one as well. These are so
They didn't
like
call
random
them
ones.
vampires, right?
No, no.
Yeah, but they had like the same traits. Like you got bit, you were turned.
And then
kinda
you
thing,
had
right?
to-
There
Yeah.
was blood, but then
That's it.
zombies do that too. Then, right? So
True.
are zombies vampires?
I feel like this film,
Yeah,
Day
it's
Shift,
kind of a zombie mixture.
kind of reminds me of the Army of the Dead movie that was on Netflix as well, the Snyder one.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like it just
Yeah,
seems to have
yeah.
the same kind of vibe, like action vibe, and
Sure.
yeah, I don't know if it would be on my
Yeah.
top like list, but that's to be seen because John Wick is definitely on the top list of like amazing choreography and stunts. So if this is going to be that with
Yeah.
vampires, I'm sold.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to like blow us away with like really cool sequences. And then,
I really hope so.
And then I wonder, I could definitely see this being very successful and them doing, and then saying, because the way they set it up, like the world building here, the fact that there's like a union and they have like vampire, like, you know, like certain fangs are worth certain amount of dollars that you get, you know, like that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting and cool concept that I could see being like a TV show or something. I could see this like Old Guard where it like does really well. And then they're like, you know what, we're going to make this a series, but Jamie Foxx, you don't need to show up for every episode. You just show up every now
Yeah.
and then kind of thing, you know, and then maybe like Snoop Dogg is like the main character. I don't know.
That's
But like, I
interesting.
could see them, if this does well, taking this as like an IP and then like bringing it out into like a series or a comic book, or if it might already be a comic book that it's based on. I'm not actually sure.
Has Snoop Dogg ever been in a movie and not been good?
Well,
he was
define
even
good.
in Pitch Perfect too.
Yeah, I mean, but he was playing Snoop Dogg. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I don't
like
think
imagine
gonna
like
do
if
it.
you had to
He's
show
gonna
up and
be-
just play
He's been in a
yourself.
lot of films, and he's just
he doesn't
been
deviate
in-
far from
yeah.
who he is.
he is
Right, yeah.
Wesley Snipes and Tom Cruise are winning the poll. And David from The Lost Boys. It's all tied now.
Yes.
See, it's all coming
It's
together.
all
Yes,
coming
thank
together,
you.
friends.
Yes,
Um,
Snipes. Yes, Snipes takes the lead. I just saw
Hey,
36%.
there it is.
Let's
there it
end the
is.
poll now. We can
Nice.
end the poll now, folks.
Excellent. We'll just
There
end
it
the poll
is.
there, guys. Thank you so
That's it.
much. That's
Yeah,
it.
thank you so much, everybody, for playing our
Can I
game.
vote
Literally
again?
did.
Oh,
No, no.
Yeah,
no,
can
no.
I vote again?
It's ended.
Maybe.
Thank you. We have proof now.
Yes,
All right, wrap this up. We got a lot to do today, Drew.
we do. We do. Thank you, everybody. Thanks. We normally do our little segment, but we're running low on time, so
Yeah,
we'll nix that for next week. We do usually do what we're watching.
Please hit that like button and subscribe. Do all
Yes,
that good
please.
stuff. Do it now.
Thanks
Just do it.
NordVPN for the soup for sponsoring our show today. Definitely check us out. We're a podcast on all the podcast platforms as well: iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen. Simplecast, all that jazz. And then you can also watch this again or listen to us on CouchSoup.com, as well as listen to or read a bunch of awesome pop culture articles. Hell, there might even be one on Day Shift when this launches, a review. So check out CouchSoup.com. Come be a member with a lot of cool perks.
Yep.
Check them
If
out.
you're writers, we're having our first master class on writing next on the 19th. So a lot of good
Yep.
tips there.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
that'll be fun. Yeah, really good master class. We do an anti-book club every Tuesday, or not every Tuesday, every 15th of every month. Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff. It's a great community. You get to hang out with us more often. We do Zooms, we do AMAs. We have a community circle where we all kind of talk about pop culture and
Which
chit chat about all things.
I do just have to say, like, from a community member that has now turned staff, I just want to say that the Q&As and like time with Drew, PJ, and Steph is invaluable. As a content creator, as anybody who's in creative industry at all, animator, editing, content writing specifically, having an opportunity to be in the same room with these guys, Emmy award-winning producers, like editing to its finest, why don't you just come in and ask your questions that you want to know? Like, it's such invaluable time. The guys are donating their time for free. They don't get paid. So yeah, if you want to do that, and those kind of Q&As are absolutely free for every member on our on CouchSoup.com. So feel free to go over and head on that.
Awesome. Couldn't
Yeah.
have said it better.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Fagan, for saying that. Well, with that, we will leave you till next Tuesday for another trailer that we will watch. We don't know what it is. If you have something in mind, let us know in the comments.
Pretty Little Liars.
Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, it kind of would be
Yeah.
nice though, and Nolan could come back.
Well, yeah.
Mr.
Nolan.
Hastings?
No.
Yeah, Mr. Hastings. Tell us how it's
Mr.
done.
Hastings, sir, how are you?
Yeah,
Oh
Can you
man,
imagine? That'd be
that'll be good. He'll probably be like, not a chance in hell. No, maybe. All right.
you
Next
pay
time,
him
guys.
enough
Thank
rum.
you all.
Just kidding.
Exactly. If we get him drunk enough, he'll show
Yeah,
up.
that's fine.
Pay him in bourbon. He's happy in. Thanks everybody. Till next time. See
Bye,
you next
everybody.
week.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.